Hello, hello, Antoinette here from One Sweet Life, and I am standing in my pantry today. If you have the planner or you're in my membership, then you know that May was the month where we're tackling everything inside of our pantry. And so today I wanted to hop on here and give you 3 tips on how you could get your pantry together in a jiffy before the end of the month. And so that means you have 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, to do this. And, try not to spend too much time in it. I know a pantry can be like kind of a wormhole because sometimes we have stuff stuffed in the back and under things. But my first tip for you is to just quickly go around and just take out any food items that are expired or that you're not going to eat. The thing I hate about this step is whenever I pull out a bunch of food that we haven't gotten through, it all I see is dollar signs, is like how much money did we waste on food that we never got to. So the only thing that we can do from this point is try to change our future, behavior instead of dwelling on the past, because that is just not going to get us anywhere. So first things first is go through and take out anything that you're not going to eat or that you can't eat. And this also can go with your small appliances or anything that you keep in your pantry. We have a few that are up top that we use not on a super regular basis, but enough to warrant their living space in here. So if you're not using anything, between like 6 months and a year, consider getting rid of that too. Tip number 2 that I have for you is to really think about your prime real estate in your pantry. I know some of us have bigger pantries or smaller pantries, but your main real estate is everything that is like easy at accessible levels for you. So me, I'm 5'6", so I'm not super tall, but I'm not super short. The shelving that is like right here at my elbow level is prime real estate for me. The shelving that we have just below this is prime real estate just because for our girls, and that's easy for them to access. And then right above here is I would say level number 3 of importance, because I can still reach things in the back, but it's not as easily accessible. I might need to pull out a step stool to access things, just to make sure I don't break anything. So what you want to do is put your most accessed food items where it's easily accessible for you and for your kids. So that is tip number 2. Tip number 3 is to regularly come in and look at your bins and baskets and your dry goods containers and fill them up and keep them replenished. You can choose how often you guys go through your food and how often it needs to be refilled. For us, it's maybe like once a month, once a week for the kids' snacks. But this way it keeps the system working. I've noticed that if I don't come in and replenish all these things, then we'll start, using the boxes here and there, and these will be empty. And that's not what I got these for. These were for easy accessible snacks and food. So we can just come to, if the girls want some cereal, they can just grab this and go over there and get some milk and fill up a bowl. Or if we wanted pancake mix, I just had to grab this instead of getting the whole bag, right? So we create systems like these to make our lives easier, but when we don't keep up with it, it actually makes it harder, and then we end up with half-empty bins, half-empty boxes and stuff left all over the place. So that is the number tip. That is the tip number 3, is to regularly come in and keep up to date with your systems. Go over all those tips one more time. The first tip was to go through your food and small appliances and everything and declutter old food you're not going to use ever, and that makes room for the stuff that you want to keep in your pantry. The second tip was to reevaluate all your prime real estate and make sure that everything that you want to access on a very regular basis are easy to reach. And the third tip is to regularly keep up with your systems to make sure that they are working for you instead of against you. So I hope that these tips helped you. I hope you have a great day.